'Tis the season to be stealing. Fa la 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 la. Child, park at your own risk. It's a shame. It's a shame that these kind of signs have become the norm nowadays because there's so much stealing going on. These heathens, these heathens out here just stealing and killing and getting killed. Child, it's a shame when the carjacker gets jacked. Child, let me tell you all about it. Woo, the carjackers are getting killed for Christmas. Yes, 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 yes. Let me tell you all about it. Let me tell you all about it. Hold on. Let me tell you all about it. How y'all doing this morning? Child. Woo! This week, 2 heathens that was reportedly carjacking, got killed by the police, and I commend the police. I'm so glad that the police was safe and they didn't get harmed. And, well, one of them I think did, but he's recovering, thank God. Hashtag bag the blue. Child, I'm so glad that we have these police out here getting rid of this trash, all of this stealing. They must have not been taught, thou shalt not steal. Ooh, it don't pay to do all this stealing. All of this crime. We gotta curb all of this crime. It's just out of control. Ooh, these heathens. I think they're trying to steal some cars for Christmas, and some of them are getting away with it, and some of them are not. Like this particular carjacking suspect. Child, you know they don't never steal. Well, every now and again they do steal by themselves, but most of the time they need some help. Most of the time these crooks need some help. And reportedly he had 2 other roguish partners with him. And I think they got away. But he, according to the news report, I don't know if he was drunk, high on drugs, retarded, or just crazy. According to the news reports, he was shooting back at the police. He was running away and shooting at the police at the same time. Who does that? Somebody crazy? Somebody crazy or retarded? No offense to the retarded community. I'm just saying, that's just not normal behavior. You know what I mean? But honey, he's dead for Christmas. He's laying in the morgue. And maybe they'll put a little bow, a Christmas bow on his toe tag. Child, it's a shame to get killed for Christmas, because you can't keep your hands off of other people's stuff. Woo! Child, all these jobs out here. But some people would rather steal rather than work a job. And then you got some people that's working a job, but they want to steal too. Woo! See, this is where obedience will benefit you. Okay, we got to practice obedience, right? Touch your neighbor and say obedient. Let's be obedient. Okay? You can be so hard-headed. There's a lesson in this, okay? There's a lesson in everything. You can be so hard-headed for so long, and then it'll catch up with you. It'll catch up with you. If you don't mind your mama, you don't mind your daddy. Some of y'all never had a daddy in your life, and that's very unfortunate. A good daddy, good daddy. It's a difference between having a daddy and a good daddy. Touch your neighbor and say you need a good daddy. And to teach you the principles of life. The number one principle, well, I wouldn't say it's the number one, but it's a principle. Keep your hands off of other people's stuff. Touch your neighbor and say, keep your hands off of other people's stuff. Yes, keep your hands off people's stuff. Yes, keep your hands off of other people's stuff. And you know, it's a show. It's a bad example for the children. It's a bad example for the children. Bad example for the children. And it's just a shame. Yeah, I seen this daughter on Facebook under the news Facebook page. And somebody, a white woman, I think it was, or a white man, they were saying good. They said it was good that it was dead. And the police did a good job and blah, blah, blah. So I think it was his daughter. And she didn't appreciate that. And she said, what did she say? She said something very, very, very disrespectful. And then another person came and instigated on the post and asked her, looked like she's a teenager, and asked her, is that your relative? And she said, yes, that's my dad. Oh, it's pathetic. It's pathetic. Your child is left behind to grieve and have to defend you in the comment section on social media when you get killed by the police for stealing. Oh, right at the Christmas holidays. Oh, that's a terrible time to get killed because you can't keep your hands off of other people's stuff. Oh, all this roguishness. Roguish. I can't stand a roguish person. I can't stand it. I'm so glad that I don't be stealing other people's stuff. And you gotta work hard and get this stuff. But right now, I think that's a big thing that the heathens like to do. They like to steal cars. I don't know I don't know who's behind it. Who is influencing it? Who is encouraging it? I don't know what's going on. I guess it's a lot of money in this. Stealing cars and things of that nature. I think they steal the cars and they sell the cars, and then they steal the cars and sell the parts off of the cars. And it's a way to take a shortcut in lieu of getting a job, because this generation, I'm starting to suspect that they're real lazy. I'm not sure about it, but I just sense that they're kind of lazy and they don't really like to work, but they have a big drug addiction, so they have to support the drug addiction. So they want to circumvent having to work and wait for a payday. So an easy, quick way to make a quick buck is to go and steal. And then they go and steal some big stuff like a car. They can get a lot of money, quick cash, real quick. And I'm telling you, the Bible says, and see, the heathens, they could really benefit from reading and understanding and comprehending and obeying the Bible, because the Bible, amongst a lot of things that the Bible says, one of the things that the Bible says, the wages of sin is death. Okay? And I'm pretty sure his children are saying, oh, that's just too bad. They didn't have to kill him. They always say that. But look, the irony. When the heathens kill some innocent person senselessly, you don't never hear the heathens' family members and friends say, oh, my heathen family member didn't have to kill him. They didn't have to kill him. But whenever the police kill him, oh, they didn't have to kill him. And the mama say, oh, they didn't have to kill my baby. No matter if they're 3,719 years old, they always still call them a baby. That's part of the problem. You're treating them like a baby. Woo! And they are not equipped to be a responsible adult. Part of being a responsible adult is keeping your hands off of other people's stuff and not stealing. See, and then he has children. He got a teenage daughter, probably got some other kids. How you gonna be a ideal role model, father figure, and you need a father figure? How you gonna guide and direct your children in the right way that they should go when you're not going the right way yourself as the daddy? And they look like they don't have much money from what I'm looking at on the pictures on Facebook. So of course they're gonna be begging and setting up a GoFundMe and such, asking for $1.15 to help funeralize the roguish heathen that got killed for Christmas. Ooh, this is the wrong time to be stealing. This is the season. This is the season for Jesus. Jesus is the reason for the season. This is not the season for stealing and being extra roguish. Okay, seems like if I was roguish, I would take a break for the holidays and just, observe the holidays for Jesus. He's the reason for the season. Okay, but the heathens, honey, they feel like this is the opportunity to do some extra stealing to do their shopping, fulfill their shopping list for their family members and friends, and they sell. No. And you stealing at your own risk, just like that sign said back there. Park at your own risk. You're stealing at your own risk, because some of these people are not gonna tolerate it, and they ready for you. They ready for you when you violate, and they're gonna blow your ass off the bone. Yes, they're gonna blow your ass off the bone, and you sign up for that when you decide to go stealing and putting your hands on other people's stuff. Woo! You gotta break these heathens up from stealing all this roguishness. You gotta break them up, and the police feel like, hey, we're gonna break them up one bullet at a time, and I support them 100%. And I feel like, I thought about this last night. I said, I need to be cash apping these cops every time they get these heathens up out of here. Yeah, reward them. Yes, because they're doing a remarkable job. They're doing a remarkable job helping to keep the community safe and clean up all this trash. They're not contributing nothing. They're just in the way and creating a nuisance as it relates to public safety. Okay, a lot of us work too hard for our money, and times it's getting too hard to have these crooks coming behind you and stealing your stuff. Now, that's not fair. Think about that. You on your job, working hard for your money, and then some crooked heathens, roguish heathens, is outside in the parking lot stealing your car. And then you got to take an Uber or beg for a ride to go back home after your job. Because a roguish heathen done stole your car while you at work out there in the parking lot. It's a lot of that going on in this city, Afghanistan, Junior. And I think it's a shame. And I was talking to somebody last night, and he was telling me he works security over at the Incredible Pizza. And he said, child, that was his first day the other day at the Incredible Pizza doing security. And he said it was so many roguish heathens out there in the parking lot just breaking the glass on the cars. Just breaking the glass, just stealing. And they had ski masks on their face. I see a lot of them have started doing that. They're putting ski masks on their faces so they won't be detected. And just bold. Walking into the parking lots of these places and just breaking people's glass, They don't care nothing about the police seeing them, catching them. They don't care about security. They don't care about security cameras. They don't care about the bullets possibly shooting up their asses in the middle of them stealing. Because guess why? Guess why? Guess why? They don't have nothing to lose. Most of these people that's stealing brazenly, stealing and carjacking and carrying on in the middle of the day, broad daylight, they don't have nothing to lose. So think about it. If you don't have nothing to lose, you don't care about risking your life taking somebody else's stuff. You know that's terrible. When you're willing to put your life on the line to take somebody else's stuff. Don't y'all think that's a shame? Don't y'all think that's a shame? I think it's a shame to get killed for Christmas. And you gotta lay in the morgue for Christmas. Whew. And somebody might put a bow on your toe tag for Christmas. Oh, that's a shame. Don't y'all think that's a shame? The niggas are just so roguish. Where did they get this roguish spirit from? But they say they're kings and queens and things. Where did all this roguish spirit come from? Do y'all know where they got this roguish spirit from? If they kings and if that make it make sense. If they claim to be descendants of kings and queens and things, where did they get all this stealing from? I just want to know. I just want to know. Why can't they stop stealing? They act like they can't stop stealing. Oh, that's roguish, 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 roguish. But anyway, I think it's a shame to, put your life on the line and you want to go stealing for Christmas holidays and then you end up getting killed. But that's their choice, right? That's their choice. And, it is what it is. It's just a shame. It's just a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. These grown people, these teenagers, all of them. I mean, whew. And then you got some of these family members, they're still together. They're still together. Not too long ago, I saw on the news, right here in the city, a daddy and his son. The son was grown, and the daddy, he looked like he was like in his 40s, maybe. His son looked like he was maybe in his 20s. Child, they was running what do you call it? They was running a chop shop. A chop shop. Yeah, it's a bunch of that going on. Chop shops all over the city. And they go into stealing cars out of town. They go into stealing cars in town, out of state. They bring them back here. They fix them up and scrape them off the VIN number, take them back out of town, take them back out of state. And it's a big enterprise. It's a big enterprise. And child, I think it's a shame. I think it's a shame that a lot of these people are making it a family business to steal. They making it a business, child. They making it a whole business to steal. It's a family business. Can y'all believe it? I just can't believe it. I mean, it's one thing if you as the parent, you want to steal, but you're going to involve your children with the stealing. You're going to make it a whole family business. Oh my God. Yeah, so I get that. I wondered if they put them in the same jail cell, but they both went to jail at the same time. The dad and the son. I wondered if they shared a jail cell together. Ooh, ain't that a shame? Ain't that a shame? Ain't that a shame? Woo! So, since they're so hard-headed and they determined to do what they want to do, well, they got to suffer the consequences. They got to suffer the consequences. So I don't feel sorry for them. They don't want to listen to the Lord. They don't want to obey the Lord. They don't want to obey their parents. They don't want to obey the teacher at the school. They don't want to obey the school bus driver. They don't want to obey the city bus driver. They don't want to obey the principal at the schools. Well, and they don't want to obey the police. Huh. Child. I guess they'll obey the people at the morgue. When the people at the morgue say lay down and don't get back up, I guess you're going to have to obey the people at the morgue, at the mortuary, in the cemetery. When they say just stay right down here, 6 feet under this ground, and don't you get back up and steal anymore. You can't go nowhere no more. You're going to have to obey them. Yeah. Ain't that a shame? It's going to take that for a lot of these heathens. It's going to take that for a lot of these heathens to stop stealing, because they don't have the ability and the capacity to stop stealing on their own voluntarily. Carmen Kaboom, are you saying they're addicted to stealing? They might be. I'm not saying they're addicted to stealing, but I'm just saying they might be. Do they need to go to stealing rehab? Maybe so. Maybe they need to go to stealing rehab. I don't know. Roguish rehab. That's a good idea. Roguish rehab. Yes. Carmen Kaboom, why don't you start that business? You need to get you a grant and open up some clinics all over the city. Yes, roguish rehab. Oh, that's a good idea. Now, don't none of y'all steal my idea, okay? You heard it here first. You heard it here first. Roguish rehab. That's a great business idea. I need to write that down. I need to write that down, child. Ooh, let me put on my glasses and get my pen out, child. That's a good idea right there. Hold on. Where's my paper at? That's a good idea. Don't none of y'all steal that, okay? Please don't steal it. That's a real good idea. Let me lock my doors, because they so fast. These roguish folks so fast, they'll run up on you before you know it. Okay. What did I say? Roguish rehab. Yes. Let me write that down. That's a real good idea. Roguish rehab. I'm going to open up clinics all over the city. Roguish rehab. I'm trying to help somebody. So nobody else will get themselves killed for the holidays for being roguish. Can't keep your hands off of other people's stuff. Oh, that's a terrible way. And a terrible reason to get yourself killed for the holidays. Ooh, this is just not the time to be getting yourself killed. This is the time to be celebrating Jesus. Okay? This is not the time. Touch your neighbor and say, this is not the time to be stealing. This is the time to be celebrating Jesus. Jesus is the reason for the season, not being roguish. Okay? Roguish. How do you spell roguish? Roguish rehab. I'm going to open up some facilities, some clinics all over the city. Roguish. Yes. I'm going to open up some clinics.